Before we begin today's conversation, welcome back to another restoration moment. For the next few moments, I want to give yourself permission to slow down. The notifications can wait, the dishes can wait, them kids can definitely wait. This moment is for you. Because sometimes healing doesn't begin with another answer. It begins with finally asking yourself a better question. And today we're talking about something I wish I would have understood earlier in my own life. Why peace can feel uncomfortable and why chaos can feel strangely familiar. So, let's begin. Have you ever met someone who was kind, consistent, respectful, and somehow you weren't damn interested? But the person who kept sending mixed signals, the one who left you confused as hell, the one who made you question yourself, now that person you couldn't stop thinking about. If you ever experienced that, you're not alone. I've been there a time or two myself. But what if what you've been calling chemistry isn't chemistry at all? What if it's something that feels familiar? Today, let's have that conversation. So, welcome to the Resilient Confidence Podcast. I'm Coach KD. I help emotionally exhausted women rebuild confidence by restoring something even deeper, their identity. Around here, we don't chase quick fixes. We have honest, practical, faith-grounded conversations that help you remember the woman God created you to be before life convinced you she was someone else. Today's question is simple. Why does chaos sometimes feel like chemistry? And can I be honest with you? There was a season I thought butterflies were a damn sign. If someone made me feel emotionally overwhelmed, I called it damn passion. If I never knew where I stood, I called it excitement. If I constantly had to earn their attention, I told myself they were worth fighting for. And looking back, none of those things were signs of a healthy damn relationship. They were signs that my nervous system recognized something familiar. And maybe you've been there too. Maybe calm feels boring. Maybe consistency makes you suspicious. Maybe someone communicates, or when they communicate clearly, you wonder what's wrong with them. If all of that sounds familiar, you're not failing. You're responding to what you've learned. And there was also a season when peace actually made me uncomfortable. Not because I wanted chaos, but because chaos was what I understood in that time and in those moments in that season of my life. When you spend enough time walking on eggshells, you start expecting the floor to crack. When you've spent enough time waiting for the next argument, silence feels strange. I realized I wasn't chasing unhealthy relationships. I was chasing what felt familiar to me. And familiar is powerful, but familiar isn't always healthy. Sometimes we mistake emotional intensity for emotional intimacy. And there is a huge difference. One keeps you anxious as hell, the other helps you feel safe enough to be yourself. That's when I began asking a different question though. Not why doesn't peace excite me, but why does chaos feel like freaking home? And asking myself that question changed everything. Here's what I want you to remember today, though. Peace isn't born. Peace just doesn't demand. Peace just doesn't demand that you prove your worth every damn 5 minutes. Healthy love doesn't keep you guessing. It doesn't leave you wondering where you freaking stand. It doesn't require you to abandon yourself just to keep someone else comfortable. That's not because healthy love is less exciting. It's because healthy love is secure. And security can feel unfamiliar when you've spent years surviving uncertainty. So today's exercise, I call it the peace inventory. And I want you to draw 2 columns in your journal, notebook, or whatever it is. And on one side, write, chaos feels like. What does chaos feel like to you? And on the other side, write, peace feels like. And be honest. Don't write what you think the answer should be. Write what you actually feel in this time, in this place, and in that moment. Then ask yourself one question. Have I been calling chaos chemistry simply because it's familiar? Awareness is the beginning of change, guys. You don't have to force yourself to become comfortable with peace overnight, right? You just have to stop believing that discomfort means something is wrong. Sometimes discomfort simply means you're growing into something healthier. And can I say something with love? Stop measuring love by how emotionally exhausted it leaves you. Real love shouldn't constantly leave you confused. If you have had to decode every damn text, question, silence, or shrink yourself to keep someone's attention, that's not chemistry. That's survival. And baby, you deserve more than survival. You deserve peace. Now, before we end today, I want you to sit with this question. When was the last time peace made you uncomfortable? Not because something was wrong, but because it felt unfamiliar. Journal about it. Pray about it. Be curious, not critical. Sometimes the answers you've been looking for begins with the question you've been avoiding, right? Here's today's confidence truth. But familiarity doesn't always mean healthy. And unfamiliar doesn't always mean dangerous. Sometimes the healthiest season your life feels uncomfortable simply because you've never experienced it before. So, give yourself permission to grow in peace, one decision at a time. And if today's conversation resonated with you, I want you to come back next Friday, because we're answering another question that has the power to change the way you trust yourself. And that is, why do you ignore the red flags you already saw? Until then, I'm Coach KD, and remember, confidence isn't something you find. It's someone you remember. And I'll see you for our next conversation. Love you. You said I can't trust